Why women like bad boys. Now let's get into it. The reason why women like bad boys is because bad boys are confident and they are not afraid to approach a woman, and they're not afraid to be themselves, and they're not afraid to, give women, different emotions. They're not afraid to tell a woman no. They're not afraid to take charge. They're not afraid to, they're not afraid of masculinity. They're masculine. This is why women like these, roughneck dudes, these act tough guys, because, they're giving off masculine energy, and women are attracted to that by nature, naturally. Another reason why women like bad boys is because bad boys, they keep women on their toes. When a bad boy, when he leaves the house, he basically don't tell her where he's going. He just leave, But a good guy, he tells his woman where he's going, so she doesn't have nothing to worry about. But when a bad boy leaves the house, he stimulates her emotions. He causes her to chase. She call him up and see where he at. It stimulates a woman's emotion. Bad boys, they stimulate women emotions. They take them on that emotional roller coaster. Another reason why women like bad boys is because of immaturity. Immature women that carry themselves like a child, they like bad boys. Because they're immature. Just like those bad boys. Another reason why women like bad boys is because they have low self-esteem and they don't know their worth. Yeah. This is why they like bad boys. So, you wondering why, that guy, he treats her bad. He's emotionally, abusing her. He's verbally abusing her. He's physically abusing her. And she's still staying with this guy because she has low self-esteem. She doesn't know her worth. So since she has low self-esteem, she thinks toxic relationships, dysfunctional relationships, is a sign of love. So if a bad boy, he beat on her, she thinks in her head that that's a sign of love. Like, oh, he loved me that much enough to beat on me? That's what a toxic woman thinks. That's what a woman that has low self-esteem thinks. So she thinks that's a sign of love. But it's a sign of abuse, and it's a sign of low self-esteem. This is why women like bad boys, because they have very low self-esteem. Another reason why women like bad boys is because bad boys, they're not afraid to be a leader. They just jump in the car with their woman, and they just, take her out somewhere, wherever he wants to, He doesn't tell her. He just say, come with me. He just tell her, come with me, come get in the car. I got a surprise for you. And then he just take her out, you know what I'm saying? He makes sure that he's mysterious. Bad boys are mysterious. They live in the moment. This is why women like bad boys. Because bad boys are mysterious. They don't know what time that bad boy, in the street, what time he coming home. A woman don't know what time he coming home. So it causes her to worry. It causes her to chase. Another reason why women like bad boys is because women are attracted to chaos, drama, and negativity. Because it's a form of entertainment. It makes them feel good. So this is why women, they watch these shows where it's always a woman, in a bad relationship, an abusive relationship. Or they watch these shows that's based off of a true story where, a guy, he's very, disrespectful to his woman. He cheat on her, and then at the end of the story, she leave him because she began to know her worth, or women, they'll watch violence and drama, Bad Girls Club, Because this is what women like. And the bad boy, he gives them, he gives women that drama. He gives women that chaos, the violence. You know, this is what women like. This is why women like bad boys, because it entertains them. They love entertainment. They love negativity. Another reason why women like bad boys is because they think that they can change a bad man into being a good man just for them. Because to them, it's an accomplishment. It's just like getting a degree. You know, if they can change a bad boy into being a good man, that's honorary, you know, to a woman. You know, she want to brag about, oh yeah, you know, I'm the woman that changed him. Y'all other girls couldn't do it, but I did it. And that makes her feel special. Then she can truly be herself. You know? This is why women like bad boys. It's because they like to fix things. They like to work on things. They like to change things. They want to be the reason why a bad boy turns good. They want to be the reason why the bad boy, he stopped going to jail and get a job, you know, and become a better man. They want to be the reason, you know, because it makes them feel better. It strokes their ego, you know. They get the praise. They want praise. This is why women like bad boys, because they like to change men. They like to change something, you know, they like to turn nothing into something. This is why women like bad boys, because they think that bad boy is going to change just for them. Yeah. This is the mindset of a woman. A woman is backwards. So this is why women don't like good men, because a good man is nothing to change about that good man. He's already good. So they can't get nothing out of it. You know, they can't get no praise out of it. Women are backwards. Women are backwards. Another reason why women like bad boys is because women, you know, they're bad themselves. Good girls are just bad girls that never get caught. You know, women are bad themselves. Based off of their mindset. They're very narcissistic. They're very selfish. A bad boy is very selfish. A bad boy is narcissistic. A bad boy is slick. A bad boy tries to take advantage of good people. You know, a bad boy, you know, he doesn't have no morals. He doesn't have no standards. Women are the same way. No morals, no standards. So they both have something in common. They both have the same personality traits in a sense. You know, do anything for money. Rob and steal for money. Women that sell their bodies, sell their souls for money. Same thing with the bad boy. No morals, no integrity. This is why women like bad boys, because they're bad themselves. Women are sneaky. Bad boys are sneaky. This is why they like them. Bad boys are cheaters. Women are sneaky cheaters. Women would do anything to get what they want. A bad boy would do anything to get what they want. That's outside their morals. Same character traits. Another reason why women like bad boys is because bad boys, you know, by them giving out that masculine energy, you know, she thinks that he can please her in bed. And the majority of the time, this is true. You see, the bad boy, He's not afraid to pull his woman hair in bed. But the nice guy is. The bad boy is not afraid to smack a woman on her butt when he's hitting it from the back. But the good guy is. He's not aggressive. The good guy is not aggressive. But the bad boy, he is. I hope you guys got something out of this video, man. This is why women like bad boys, is because they're immature. They like drama, chaos, and dysfunction. They think that they can change a bad person good